According to a report from a local think tank released this week, 100,000 more San Diegans fell into economic hardship between 2007 and 2009. These numbers came from the latest census data. The poverty rate for families with children grew by more than 91,000 families. Earlier this week, we visited one of San Diego Food Bank's emergency distribution centers to find out what support is out there for families in need. Here's a glimpse of what's happening in Spring Valley.
I heard you say being embarrassed. No, honey, this is an American thing. But this isn't a welfare thing. This isn't a charity thing. This is an American thing. People are out of work. Just a need in the community. Somebody saw the door open and they came in and asked for food. And so it just seemed like that would be something that we should be doing. The whole time of last year, we served about 1,200 homes for the whole year. To date, we're at about 2,600 homes. And we're not even finished with the year yet. So it's just going up. And every day it's going up more. The need is, is big, and people are finding out about us.
Basically, we've been looking for a little bit of food. We have been laid off for a while, and it's just kind of a struggle right now trying to keep food on the table. Now we're just trying to look for work, which is also a struggle. So I feel every little bit helps.
It's mostly families, but we have a lot of homeless individuals that live in our area. But it's mostly families. Because of the unemployment, a lot of people come here that are on unemployment benefits.
Well, I'm here because I needed some help with some food, because I don't have no food right now for my kids. I got 3 of my own and 2 stepkids. I've been struggling for like 5-6 months already. I lost my house, I lost everything, and right now I've been trying to get jobs, but it's hard.
A lot of times it might be one parent working and the other one not. They buy their food the best they can, but then it doesn't carry out for the full month, and that's when we usually see them. Because it's emergency, we give them enough just to tide them over until when they get their next check. So I feel compassion for them, and I realize that the distance between them and me is very, very small, because all it would take is not getting a paycheck for 2 or 3 months, and I'd be in the same position.
Joining me to analyze the report and talk about why so many San Diegans are living in financial hardship is Teresa Connors, regional news editor for the North County Times. The numbers I'm hearing is 1 in every 8 San Diegan is living in poverty. When we talk about the middle class falling into poverty, what does that actually mean in terms of lifestyle?
What it means is that people who were able to live in relative comfort in communities like Carlsbad and Vista and even parts of San Diego are now finding it very, very difficult not only to maintain their homes, but to put food on the table, to clothe their children, and to pay for health care.
But the interesting thing is that the North County Times, the paper you work for, serves an area that we generally think of as more affluent than the city of San Diego with the South Bay. But what do the numbers say about the North County?
The numbers say that overall, that North County is better off than the rest of San Diego County, but it also says that North County has taken a hit. And what's particularly curious is that the city of Carlsbad saw an increase in its poverty level. And there's some indications that the housing market and the difficulties there have really hit hard for folks in Carlsbad.
So you're saying even people living in high-end homes?
People living in high-end homes, holding upper income jobs and earning or were earning a good living are now feeling the pinch of folks in communities like Vista and National City.
And these are people who may have earned a couple of $100,000 last year and this
These
year?
are stockbrokers and people who are in technology industries who have lost their jobs, are counted on those 2 income households to be able to make ends meet, and are finding that impossible to do right now.
And using the food banks.
Using the food banks, looking for food stamps, having to go and seek help for healthy families.
Yeah, poverty seems to have accelerated in San Diego, and I'm just wondering if it's because we live in such an expensive community.
We do live in an expensive community. When you look at the government poverty level, which says that if you're an individual, you're living in poverty if you make $11,000. If you're a family of 4 making $26,000, you're living in poverty. That for an area where the median income is $60,000. So you've got this tremendous gap just for the median income, not the people who are, and there are a lot of people above that, but just the median income and where the poverty level falls, you've got an enormous gap.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Teresa Connors.
You're welcome. Thank you.